Nice shot. Let's see that again. What? What the hell?
Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization. We're going to go over Dr. Leslie's sighting reports on location in the Jarbidge Wilderness area. We started going on a couple of expeditions a year into this Jarbidge Wilderness area because of a Bigfoot sighting report that we came across about some hunters that were chased out of camp at night. They abandoned their camp because they were being harassed by Bigfoot, come back the next day and relocated. One of the first things I do when I become interested in an area because of a Bigfoot sighting report, I start researching the area to see if it has a history of Bigfoot sightings, and I was pleasantly surprised the long history of the Bigfoot sightings and Native American folklore that come out of this area. The Shoshone Indians named the area Sasquatch. In Shoshone, Sasquatch means cannibal giants. The Shoshone Indians avoided the Jarbidge Wilderness area that they named Sasquatch, and they warned earlier settlers and pioneers to avoid the area also because there was a race of hairy giants that would capture and eat people. After gold was discovered in Jarbidge, it created a gold rush, and settlers come in looking for the lustrous gold in the area. These gold rush settlers that came in, they had their own Bigfoot experience and encounters and sightings. They renamed the area Jarbidge. Some people say Jawbidge, but it's also a Shoshone word meaning monster that lurks in the canyon or weird beastly creature. Well, there's my history of Bigfoot sightings in the area. So this, what I thought was a one-off sighting report, there is now a history of corroboration that makes it worth my while to come into the area, even if the original Bigfoot sighting report that I discovered wasn't true. At least there's a history of sightings in the area. I mean, for gosh sakes, both times the area was named, it was named after a weird beastly creature or a cannibal giant. So I come here a couple of times a year searching for Bigfoot. Because Dr. Leslie saw Bigfoot, it turned her into a Bigfoot enthusiast. It does it to a lot of people. She come across our videos of our expeditions and sighting reports out of the Jarbidge area, and it motivated her to tell us about her experience, her sighting in the area. I'm going to show you around the Jarbidge area, beautiful area, while we go over her Bigfoot sighting report. Dr. Leslie writes RMSO. Hi guys, I am a 56-year-old medical doctor born and raised in northern Nevada. My husband was from Elko and an avid hunter. Our roommate was a geologist, and he wanted to go check out an old abandoned mine up in the Jarbidge. We always pronounced it Jawbidge. And we set off camp off a dirt road way up the creek and then hiked a few miles along the creek to this old mine. Both my husband and our roomie were very familiar with this area. After we got to the mine, I became upset because the roommate's dog was chasing ground squirrels and it killed one, biting flies that were swarming at that time, dusk. So I set off alone back to our camp. I think it was a 5-mile hike along the river. I have camped all my life and had seen it all many times: bears, moose, elk, etc. So when I saw this 9-foot hairy thing pulling branches down from an aspen across the creek, I was shook up. I ran the rest of the way to camp, which was 2 to 3 miles away. I honestly did not believe what I saw, and never really mentioned it. All the while, I was trying to rationalize the creature was something known, but looked like a hairy bipedal thing. I even did my own internet search, and never felt satisfied that was some odd-looking bear, etc. I was watching YouTube and saw garbage and got excited having been in those canyons. Burst out crying when I saw your videos in garbage. This was my truth. After all of these years, I had been denying the truth. Woo, it was real. It was great seeing you guys in that area and hearing the stories of others experiencing this. It was the summer of 1983, and I do not believe there was much of a town then, and nothing Bigfoot was associated with the area as far as I can recall. I was 21 and a biology major, and nothing wild scared me until that day. Just wanted to tell you guys my story. Love your channel and watch it regularly. Dr. Leslie C. Thank you for sending us your sighting report, Dr. Leslie. We've been studying the long history of Bigfoot sighting reports in the Jarbidge Wilderness area for many years. Camping there a couple of times a year, searching for Bigfoot. Very exciting to hear another sighting report to add to the long history of sightings that date back to the Native American legends about this creature. They named this area Sasquatch, meaning cannibal giants in Shoshone, and warned early settlers to stay out of the area because there was a race of hairy giants that were known to capture and eat people. Make sure you go down into the description of this video. I'm going to provide several links to several different videos of sighting reports in the area, the Native American legend lore, the early pioneers stories about this area, so that you guys can check out the long history of Bigfoot sightings in the Jarbidge Wilderness area. And remember, Jarbidge is the Shoshone word that settlers chose to rename because Sasquatch, let's face it, it's hard to spell, it's hard to pronounce, so they chose Jarbidge, which has a couple of meanings. Weird beastly creature is one of the meanings, or monster that lurks in the canyon. Very exciting, beautiful place. And by the way, there's an argument that Jarbidge is one of the remote wilderness areas in the lower 48, meaning that it's furthest away from civilization. I believe it's about 70 miles from Twin Falls, and I know 70 miles sounds kind of close, but when you have to drive down the dirt road that's like 50 miles long on your 70-mile journey from Twin Falls to get into the area, it really feels remote. I hope you guys enjoyed this Bigfoot sighting report. We really appreciate getting these. Thank you so much, Dr. Leslie. This adds to the long history of Bigfoot sighting reports and Bigfoot activity in the area. All these reports corroborate that there's something going on here. If you've had a Bigfoot sighting report, we want to hear about it. Even if it's not in the Jarbidge area, we investigate Bigfoot sighting reports in the Pacific Northwest and in the Rocky Mountains and in between those areas, especially if there's a long history of Bigfoot sightings in those areas. So these reports are very important to us. It's kind of a window or a glimpse into the life of Bigfoot. Sightings are so rare, it's not like someone sits in a blind and films Bigfoot for hours like they do the lowland gorillas or chimpanzees. So these sighting reports are very important for us and for others that research the subject. It's one of the few glimpses into the life of Bigfoot. I hope you enjoyed this Bigfoot sighting report. Keep on watching. We're gonna keep on squatching.
This is the trail right here, people. This time of year there's so much runoff that the trail is completely underwater.